Prepare to unleash your darkest fears with 10 disturbing hidden horror movies you can stream right now. From heart-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these brutal selections will haunt your dreams. Let's dive right in. Number 10, Chernobyl Diaries. 6 thrill-seeking tourists hire an extreme guide to explore the radioactive ruins of Pripyat, only to discover they're not alone. Directed by Bradley Parker, Chernobyl Diaries plunges viewers into a decaying off-limits ghost town where shadows move when they shouldn't, and silence carries weight. What starts as eerie exploration quickly devolves into a frantic fight for survival as the group is hunted through abandoned hospitals, silent playgrounds, and rusted hallways. The terror here is rooted in realism, haunted not just by what's lurking, but by what mankind left behind. What makes it uniquely terrifying is the location itself. A real-world disaster site twisted into a claustrophobic nightmare. Number 9, Antlers. In a mist-shrouded Oregon town, a withdrawn boy harbors a grotesque secret in his attic. Something hungry and something once human. Directed by Scott Cooper and produced by Guillermo del Toro, Antlers weaves Native American folklore into body horror and emotional trauma, delivering a haunting vision of grief turned monstrous. As a teacher and her sheriff brother dig into the boy's dark home life, they uncover a legend that feasts on pain, the Wendigo, ancient and insatiable. Stark landscapes, decaying homes, and flickering flashlights frame a horror tale soaked in sorrow and shadow. What makes it terrifying is the way it fuses myth with metaphor, how abuse and abandonment become literal monsters in the dark. Number 9, Butterfly Kisses.
Suggest that somebody is directing them.
We have the possibility that this whole thing is real.
When a filmmaker discovers a box of old tapes in a dead man's basement, he becomes obsessed with completing the documentary about a local legend known as Peeping Tom, a figure who draws closer every time you blink. Butterfly Kisses merges urban myth with found footage, delivering a chilling exploration of obsession, belief, and the fragility of truth. As the curse seeps into the new filmmaker's life, paranoia and dread twist every frame, blurring reality into something deeply disturbing. It's not just a ghost story, it's a meta-nightmare about the dangerous thirst for fame and proof. Number 7, No Exit.
Go! Put your weapon down! 3!
Trapped in a remote mountain rest stop during a brutal blizzard, a recovering addict stumbles upon a kidnapped girl locked in a van and realizes the abductor is one of the strangers inside. Directed by Damien Power, No Exit transforms a claustrophobic setting into a battleground of deception and survival. As paranoia mounts and trust dissolves, every conversation becomes a trap, every door a threat. The storm outside pales in comparison to the storm brewing between these strangers, each hiding something, each capable of snapping. What makes it uniquely terrifying is the tension, tight, coiled, and ready to explode at any moment. Number 6, Mirrors. After a brutal fire guts a department store, ex-cop Ben Carson takes a night security job guarding its charred remains, only to discover the mirrors inside reflect more than just reality. Directed by Alexandre Acha, Mirrors is a supernatural descent into madness, where haunted reflections twist truth and terror into grotesque torment. As Ben's family becomes targeted by the malevolent force lurking in the glass, he races to uncover the building's dark past and the unspeakable rituals that awakened it. The film's horror is visceral, unflinching, reflections pulling victims into otherworldly pain, shattering both mind and body. What makes it uniquely horrifying is the intimacy of its fear, a face you can't turn away from, a terror you see only when it's too late. Number 5, Moloch. Deep in the Dutch peat bogs, a woman and her daughter uncover a centuries-old corpse, perfectly preserved and disturbingly out of place. But when voices begin whispering through the marshes and deaths follow strange ritual patterns, the past claws back into the present. The film is a slow-burning folk horror steeped in generational trauma and mythic dread. As ancient rites surface and family secrets unravel, the peat itself seems to breathe, hiding more than just bones beneath its murky depths. The film's creeping horror lies in its silence, the thick fog, the echoing whispers, the sense that something older than time is watching. Number 4, sleep.
살고 싶다. 너랑만 단둘이.
왜 그래 진짜!
Newlyweds Soo Jin and Hyun Soo are settling into their quiet life when his sleep begins to turn deadly. It starts with eerie mumbling, strange, fragmented phrases in the night, but soon escalates into sleepwalking episodes that grow violent and bizarre. Sleep is a South Korean psychological horror that masterfully blurs the lines between mental illness, supernatural invasion, and the dread of domestic instability. As Soo Jin's pregnancy progresses, so does her fear that something malevolent is not just haunting her husband's dreams but controlling them. What makes it uniquely terrifying is its slow, creeping tension. Every nightfall becomes a threat, and every breath in the dark, a countdown. Number 3, Oddity. One year after her twin sister is murdered in a remote countryside home, blind clairvoyant Darcy arrives at the scene, cradling a strange, life-sized wooden mannequin she claims holds power. Directed by Damien McCarthy, Oddity is a chilling blend of folk horror, supernatural revenge, and locked-room mystery. As Darcy investigates the murder, secrets unravel and paranoia thickens, until reality bends beneath the weight of grief and something otherworldly. The film's unique terror lies in its use of space and silence. Every creaking floorboard, every cold hallway charged with the sense that something unseen is watching or waiting. Number 2, The Girl with the Needle. In the grim aftermath of World War I, young seamstress Caroline finds herself alone and pregnant in Copenhagen. Desperate for help, she turns to a woman named Dagmar, who runs an adoption service disguised as a candy shop. The film is a chilling black and white period horror loosely based on real-life crimes, where innocence is smothered under layers of grief, poverty, and manipulation. As Caroline becomes entangled in Dagmar's cold and calculating world, a quiet horror unfolds. Infants disappear, compassion curdles, and Caroline is forced to confront an unbearable truth. What makes it uniquely terrifying is its restraint, every scene tight with dread and every kindness hiding a knife. Number 1, Strange Darling. A woman flees into the Oregon wilderness, blood on her hands and fear in her eyes, chased by a charming drifter whose smile hides something vicious. Directed by J.T. Molnar, Strange Darling is a taut, sunlit nightmare told out of order, unraveling the truth one fractured memory at a time. What begins as a twisted chase between predator and prey transforms into something far more unnerving as shifting perspectives blur the line between victim and monster. The film pulses with dread, every frame soaked in golden hour beauty and razor-sharp tension. What makes it terrifying is its structure. Violence plays out like deja vu, emotions hit before the reasons do, and by the time you understand what's happening, it's already too late. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Never Let Go. A mother and her twin sons live in a boarded-up house, clinging to each other after an apocalyptic event tears the world apart. Something monstrous roams outside, forcing them to live in total silence and fear. But when one son's bond begins to fracture, the horror creeps inside. It's a fight to hold on to family, while reality itself starts to slip. The Borderlands.
It's a sacrificial altar. Dear God. They kill kids.
A team of Vatican investigators is sent to a remote British church to verify a possible miracle caught on camera. Armed with headcams, they record their descent into something ancient and malevolent buried beneath the chapel. As strange noises, Latin whispers, and violent events escalate, faith is tested by something beyond religion. Azrael. In a post-apocalyptic world ruled by silence, a mute warrior named Azrael is hunted by a fanatical cult. Captured and bound for sacrifice, she must fight back against brutal zealots and confront the dark truth behind their twisted faith. With sparse dialogue and relentless atmosphere, the film delivers visceral dread in every frame. Banshee Chapter. No! A journalist investigates her friend's disappearance after he takes a mysterious government drug linked to secret MK Ultra experiments. The trail leads to shortwave radio broadcasts, vanished test subjects, and entities that exist in frequencies just beyond perception. Based loosely on real conspiracy theories, it blends Lovecraftian horror with found footage unease, something